Hello everybody, welcome here to the Homestead Miami Speedway for the final race of Season 3. We're here for part-time qualifying, so 5 minutes of them racing, as you know. So, yeah. Here we go. I was trying to think of something. I don't know. I don't really want. Not a lot of people watch the beginning of these videos, so really it's the race. So once we get in there, we'll talk about the points and everything. But right now, what we're watching is Carson Scott making his last ever start, retiring after the season in the Cup Series. He will be racing at OSA, so don't worry about that. But so OSA will be Carson. So we go. It looks like two drivers are on pit, Peyton Beasley. And the 83 Joseph Romanek. Now this track's so much fun. I love coming to this track. Last year it was Michael Harvey who won, and then Ryan Saroff won it, I believe, season 1. So this will be a fun race. I think I love coming here. I think the drivers love coming here. I know a lot of drivers enjoy coming here. We're having the qualifying in the day, of course, the part-time qualifying, but the race will be night under the lights to declare champion. Super fun facility, as the 18 will make his first lap, and this is the last time we're ever doing qualifying in this order. So Peyton Beasley will be first. Carson, only one not on track yet, trying to make his last ever race. This is him trying to make it in. So we'll see how that goes. Here's the 33. Disappointed in him. He has been very disappointed. Just bad luck the last 2 weeks. Very frustrated, Jack Porkins is. He said, you know what, we're coming here. All we need to do for this week is get a win. We get this win, that's all I care about. I want to get in the race, win it, because I'm done. I'm done with this season. I'm ready for Season 4. So Jack Porkins, we'll be watching him today. Hopefully he'll make it into the race. We'll see his first lap here. And it's a 28:42, so kind of slow, but it is his first lap. Everyone is on track now. Peyton Beasley, Joseph Romanek, Carson Scott kind of running together. Those are the only three kind of running together. The 84 and 82 or 18 definitely going to make it in. Carson's kind of too far back. But Carson trying to make his final race ever. His final race did come at Talladega. He got a top 10 in that race. He did not. He fell out right at the end, I believe. No, he did get a top 10. I'm pretty sure. Here's his first lap. I don't know if it will be fast, but we'll jump up to 4th right away. 28:05. Great lap for him. Jack Porkins now at the bottom of qualifying. We'll go find him. So, yeah, I don't know. We're just waiting for the main race, the long race. Long season we've had, about 6 months covering the season, finishing up here before 2017. Carson's to the top now with his second lap. They brought a fast car for this 25 Reese's. So, yeah. Here's Jack Porkins. Does he improve? He's gotta. Not enough. I don't know. Jack Porkins kind of slow today. He is just. I know he's ready for next season. He's got a new ride coming up, I believe. So we'll watch out for him. 19's on pit road. He is 6. Maybe come try to change tires. Don't know if he'll have enough time. The 84, 18. And Carson, all three of them, since they're all together, of course, top of the 3. Then it's John Citadino, who's running by himself. And then the 62, Talladega winner, Ryan Hartnett. Jack still has not broken the 27. Heartbreak for him. I hate to see him frustrated. He's such a good driver. He won earlier this season at Kentucky. He's a really good driver, and he really deserves a full-time ride, a full charter ride next season. I believe he's got one, so can't wait to see what this young man does in Season 4. You guys just feel for him. He's 8th right now, so I don't think he'll make it in. So it is complete. So it'll be Carson Scott in his final race. He does make it into the Homestead race. Peyton Beasley, Joseph Romanok, John Cinedino, and Ryan Hunter in the main event. We'll be back. Hello everybody, welcome here to the Ford Ecoboost 400. We're finally here, final race of the season, guys. We've worked all season long to get this far, and we're here under the lights for the final race with 6 drivers coming in who have a chance to win the championship. Alex Miller comes in 6th, 39 points back. We'll go find Alex Miller, the rookie, the only rookie who has a chance of winning it. He wasn't too far up. Miller. Did I pass? Oh yeah. I thought he was in the back. Not the best starting position for him. Then we have Dejon Weeks, 5th, 27 points back. He'll be starting right behind Alex Miller in the very back. Arvon Alonso, we saw him. He had a decent starting spot right there. He'll come in here 25 points back. Then we have Mike Toland. Did not have a good starting spot. He'll be back here. He comes 13 points back. Then Keith Batson, 5 points back. And then last year's champion Daniel Maxwell coming in here with a 5-point lead, trying to repeat for the championship. Johnny Gardner's on pole next to Cody Smart, Zednick Price, and Daniel Maxwell, Chris Dodd, James Richardson, John Arndt, Alvon Alonso, Zachary Fitzwater, and then Keith Batson, your top 10. Look through the rest of the field. Those 6 drivers are the only ones who can possibly win it. Alex Miller, pretty much he can't, but you never know. Statistically, he's in it, but really he's not. Dejon Weeks, he could. He's 27 points back. He needs a lot of luck, but he could. Same with Hair Joe. Mike Toland just needs to have a very good race and hope the others just don't have a good race. Keith Batson, 5 spots ahead of Daniel Maxwell. We know that. Johnny Gardner's on pole once again. Johnny Gardner seems like he's getting poles almost left and right. 4 poles, ties with Daniel Maxwell, I think, for the most of the season. We'll see all the stats after this race for the season, so let's get the command to go green.
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command. We're getting ready to go green here at Homestead for the final time of Season 3. Johnny Gardner rolls us off. 41 laps under the bright lights to crown a champion. We're here. I think this is Homestead will not be the season finale next season. It will be Atlanta, I believe, is what the officials have declared for all 3 major series: the Truck, the OSA, and the Cup. So here we go. Who will win the championship? Daniel has to finish 5 spots ahead of Keith. Right now, Daniel would be the champion. Keith, if he finishes ahead. Or no, Keith has to finish 5 heads of Daniel. Daniel has to finish ahead of everyone else pretty much, and he'll pretty much clinch it. Dejon really needs some look, as well as Alex Miller and Arvon Alonso. Green flags out. Here we go. Who wins the championship? Great start for the 43 of Johnny Gardner. He'll lead lap 1, no problem. The 12 did a great job jumping to that inside early, and look at him. He's actually closing in on Johnny Gardner here to the inside. Here comes Cody Smart. He's never won a Cup Series race. To the inside, he's bringing Zednick and Chris Dodd with him. They all slide up. Super loose racetrack here. Here comes Zednick now on the inside. Zednick's never won either. He is leaving this team, though. Dodge Motorsports of his good buddy Colin Lindsay, and starting his own team for Season 4, the Mobile One Racing Team. Here's John Arndt up here. He's yet to get a win this season. Looking to close off Season 3 strong. Chris Dodd as well. Looking just bring momentum into next season. He already got a win. His goal next season is to make the chase. He knows he can win, as we're 4 wide for the race lead. John Arndt on the far bottom. And now it's 2 wide. Chris Dodd versus John Arndt. John's going to lose the momentum. Be 3 wide on the inside. There, now Cody's going to start slipping back, and it's side by side for the battle. As we're looking for the points battle, here's the 7 car. He's on the outside. Right now, he is ahead of everyone else who is eligible, except for Hair Joe, but that has to be 20 positions between them. Right now, it's 1. Here's Keith Batson. He knows he has to finish 5 ahead of Daniel Maxwell. No bonus points, no nothing. Can it be done? I'm not sure. Daniel knows how to win the championship. He's won one before, and he is not going to give it up easy. As we see, the 8 car, Chris Dodd, the 2, and the 05 all have checked out. That's Zednik, John Arndt, and Chris Dodd. All 3 of them really just checking out here. So then we have the 88 Zachary Fitzwater battling with James Richardson, and the 37. We're not under caution, just kind of spreading the field out some as we. Someone's on pit road. It's Ferdinand Gabot. Slow on him. He is off pace. Maybe a mechanical failure coming to pit road early. That was a battle for the lead. It's the 2, the 8, and 05 still. They've brought the 88. He's closed in. These cars going pretty fast, about 190 miles around the track. It looks like the front of the pack have really calmed down. Back here, though, we got racing all over the place. Look at Mike Toland, Dejon Weeks. Dejon's getting a bunch of positions trying to get up to the front. Mike Toland's back here as well. Here's Keith Batson, only about 1 spot now behind Daniel Maxwell. He has to finish 5 ahead of him to win the championship. And what would that be if Keith Batson won the championship without winning a race this season? That would be crazy. Daniel Maxwell only has 1 win. Mike Toland has 2. He is 13 points back coming in, but he is way in the back now. And the 05 of John Arndt's actually out front now as Cody Smart's jumped up to 3rd, and Zachary Fitzwater is going to 4th under Chris Dodd. Side by side for the lead now. Here comes Zednik Price on the inside of the 05. Someone else is coming off pit road, or is that the 76 finally coming off pit road? So as they go 3 wide for the race lead for a second, Cody Smart to the inside trying to get his first ever win. There's the 76 trying to get up to speed. Is he going to cause a problem? Looks like whatever happened to him, it's okay. He's back on the racetrack. A lot of drivers back here. 12 is out front. Where's the 7? Bumper to bumper. The 7 and the 39. Keith knows he has to finish 5 ahead of that 7 car. Something happens to both of these drivers. The next best driver would be Mike Toland, but he's way back there. So maybe Arvon Alonso, who's running 6 right now, could maybe have some luck and somehow find himself to winning his first ever championship. He actually won the first ever race here in this series, the Daytona 500 in Season 1. So 3 wide, Keith Batson to the inside of Daniel Maxwell. He can't make it stick. Here he comes again through 1. Racing for 6 on the racetrack and racing for a championship. Top 4, single file, pulling away from the 7 and 39, racing for 5th place. The 7 would be back in 6th, so now Keith would have to win this race to win this championship. With the 37 and 3, great run by them. They're going to fall behind the 7, actually. I thought they were going to make it maybe 3 wide off of 4. Looking in the back. 76, he has fallen. I think the 76 is off pace. So, yeah, something going on with his car here. Looking through the field. There's Mike Toland and Dejon Weeks trying to make some moves. They are all the way back in 24th and 25th. The 7 and 39 racing side by side once again. Here comes Daniel Maxwell for 5th. But look at the lead. 3 wide up here. It's Zednik Price going to the lead now. Chris Dodd trying to jump to the inside. He's got a racing alliance teammate, the 05, John Arndt and Chris Dodd. That's the those teams are alliance right there, so they're trying to help each other out. All of them racing for just the win of this race, while we have a championship battle going on back here. Looks like the 7 got around the 39. The 39's on the outside, going to have a great run off of 2. And look at Hair Joe come back under Colin Lindsay. And Daniel's doing what he needs to do to win his 2nd ever championship. How crazy would that be? In 3 seasons, we would already have a repeat champion. Not very consistent this year. Up and down season. 8 top 10s though. Like I said, one of the most. No one has double digits. The highest is 9, and that's Dejon Weeks, for what I can see right now. So not consistent, but still pretty good. 1 win that came out. Did not come out Richmond. Came at Arizona Speedway. The first time we had gone there in this series. And now the 7 and 39 have caught the leaders, and now maybe they're gonna try to pass John Arnott, it looks like, for 4th. Here comes the 7. 39 maybe looking to go 3 wide. He's putting his fender in there. Is he going to make it happen, though? Excuse me, I need to sneeze. They get around John Arnott, both of them. The 7 and 39 battling for the championship. We go back a little bit. Here's Dejon and Mike Toland leading the second pack, really. We got about a split in them. They just cannot catch them, it looks like. 76 way off pace. They're going to catch the 76 soon, but we've yet to see pit stops almost halfway through this race. Here comes the 7 now under the 8 and the 12. Here comes Daniel Maxwell for second. 3 wide for second. Daniel Maxwell, the points leader. And John Arnott's going under the 39, which the 7 loves to see. 7 trying to put as many cars as he can. Now they're 3 wide back there. Keith Batson on the outside. Here comes Colin Lindsay on the inside. That's allowing the 2 Zenick Price to pull away. Chris Dodds in second. Here comes Daniel Maxwell, though, for third. Can he clear the 12 going into 1? You see the inside always gets a little more loose than the drivers, but they get a great run off. You see the 37 and 3 just a coming. 39 still trying to keep his position, trying to get ahead of that 7. We'll jump on board with Keith Batson. You can see the 76 right ahead. How's that going to play in a factor? Slow and off pace. The 2 to the outside of him. The 8 to the inside of him. Here comes the 8 car for the lead. Look at that. Oh, the 76 is going to block the 8. The 2 goes around. The 7's on the outside. Now the 76 moves up. He's going to block the 7. And what a turn event that is. Now he's blocking the inside. Where'd the 7 go? No, he's on the 76 on the outside. 7's lost a lot of ground. Keith Batson's out front now. He's got 3 cars in between them. He needs 5. He's got 4. He's about to have 6. Keith Batson might have just taken the points lead right there. And that's what Keith cares about. Keith wants to win, but winning a championship. And it's like the 43 has blown up. That is a caution. We are under caution here. We'll go call it. We'll be back. Caution is out. The 2 is the leader. The 12 is second. And then it is the 39. Keith Batson third. Joseph Romanok Kergel, your top 5. Caution is out for the 43 blowing up here. Your pole sitter. He is done. 43 started the season with a blown engine. He'll end the season with a blown engine. Heartbreak for him. It was a header issue, it looks like. So there's our 1 caution for a car blowing up. So pit stops now. We're past halfway, so this could now become a 1 pit stop race. And how do pit stops affect this? Right now, the 39 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars between him and the 7. The 7's fallen all the way back to 14th. This might have been a break for the 7. Trying to, maybe now he won't be stuck on the outside. The 2 leads them down. Zednick's having a great race, just trying to get his first ever win. Still. Now, does the 46 and 21 maybe play pit strategy as they were kind of far back? 39 into his pit stop. The 2 and the 12 coming to theirs. We'll watch the race off. There's Daniel Maxwell. He looks like Daniel got in the wall a little bit. The 39's coming off very fast. The 2's off. Zednick wins the race off. It's going to be Keith Batson, Cody Smart, It's like Mike Toland's gaining a lot of positions, and huge cluster racing off. And Daniel loses a lot, but they were trying to fix some damage. It's like John lost some. Where was Hair Joe? Hair Joe 4th. So we'll be back. We're back. I think we're about to get the one to go signal. Did we get it? Okay. Yeah, we did. So Zednick Price is out front. Then it is Keith Batson, Cody Smart, Hair Joe Von Alonso, Joseph Romanok, the 88 of Zachary Fitzwater, Bobby Fraser, the 0 of Eric Hyden, Chris Dodd, and the 60 of Emmanuel Hartnett. Then a look through the rest right here. The 7 has really fallen back. The 46 is currently P15. The 7, it looks like P19. Dejon Weeks, 21st. And those are the big names. Hair Joe is 4th. So, right now, Keith Batson clearly where he needs to be. But how is he going to take this restart? 2nd, highest he's been all day. We'll restart with just over 10 laps to go. About 13, 14 laps to go. Keith right now would be the championship winner. He does not have a win, though, so that's consistency, really. His averaging finish position, it looks like, is 16.38. That's definitely not the highest, because the highest I see right now is Daniel Maxwell, 16.19. So all around 16, which isn't bad, but and that's the full time who has made every race, all charter cars. So here we go. I need to sneeze 1 second, but green flag is going to be right back out. Here we go. And the 2 gets a great jump on the field. Keith Batson. Mike Toland could definitely, he's on the outside, but he could, well, the 76 is going to slow them down. That's going to help Mike Toland. Now the 7, though, is getting stuck back here. Daniel Maxwell. Keith Batson on the outside now. Cody Smart. Hair Joe Von Alonso is working their way up. Keith Batson falls back a little bit. Hair Joe and Mike Toland maybe could be battling for this championship. Hair Joe needs a lot to happen, though. 25 points back. Mike Toland just needs to get up here to the front. And he's working his way up here. So we'll see what happens here. Here comes Joseph Romanok as well. He won earlier this season. Joseph Romanok won at Boston Speedway. Now 39, he's got a chance to get on the inside. But here comes the 88, the 0, the 3, the 60, all of them. Zednick having a great race, as well as Cody Smart. Both of them looking for their first win. Maybe they'll get it here tonight. And the 39 back on the outside of the 84, Joseph Romanok, trying to overpower him on the outside. Almost 3 wide. Zachary thought about it, but thought better. Here's Eric Hyden. Will he make a move on the inside of this 39 car? Here comes Eric Hyden. Oh, the 88 almost got into the 39. That could have been big right there. Look out, Mike Toland coming. He is clawing his way up here. Right outside the top 10. But the 39's falling back on this restart. Way up there, almost in the wall. We'll go into the front. The 37 of Hair Joe. Here he comes to the front. He just going all out, trying to get this win, trying to hope for some luck. And it's the 7 in the wall again. The 7's just dropping like a rock. The 7's, he got in that wall, and his car has not been able to turn like it used to, I guess. Mike Toland definitely gaining 4 wide, and look who's right in front of him, the 39 of Keith Batson, 4 wide for a second, and Keith is dropping like a rock. Mike Toland ahead of Keith Batson now. He has to be 8 points, 8 positions ahead of the 39 if Mike wants to win it. And I know they're both ahead of Daniel, so trying to do the mental math. Right now, 4 spots. I think Keith has the championship by 4 points as of right now. I think. That's me trying to do mental math. We'll go into the front, though. Here comes Hair Joe trying to work for second, trying to get this lead. Zednick is still up front. We have 10 laps to go, coming to 9 to go now. Mike Toland trying to gain as much positions as he can. Right outside the top 10, racing for 11th right now. Keith Batson still on the outside. Now Keith, I think, is going to get on the inside and try to work his way back up towards the front. But what can Mike Toland do running 11th? He's got to catch Colin and a whole bunch of others. And Hairjo fell back. We were watching him race for the lead. As now it's 3 wide, or for second. Now it's 3 wide for second. Joseph Romanok and Zachary Fitzwater up here. And look at Hairjo trying to go under them. Trying to make it 4 wide for second coming off turn 2. Now look at this. A big cluster of 2nd through 10th. Really, the 2's pulled away. Has him a huge lead as here goes Hairjo on the inside for second. And the 46 is trying to close in on these drivers. And someone just smacked the wall hard. I think that's the 26. Yeah, it was. The 7's definitely falling back. Big lead there. 3 wide. Here comes Eric Heidens, the 2's teammate. 4 wide for second. Hairjo's in this. Oh, look at them sliding everywhere. Joseph Romanok way up the racetrack. Here comes Mike Toland at the back of this pack. There's Keith Batson. Looks like Keith is still dropping positions just slowly, though. Oh, it looks like Keith did smack the wall as well. Does him and the 7s have smacked the wall? I think that's what's messing them up. But Mike he's around the 3. He's around the 84. Mike's up here. Late in this race with 6 laps to go. And look how fast this 46 is out of nowhere in the late run. The long green flag, or not really long green flag run, but after this pit stop, they've really helped this 46. He's up to 8th. And 7th now around the 88. And Keith is trying to gain as much positions as he can. I think the 46 has to finish 8 positions ahead of this 39. If the 39 goes 3 wide, gets 2 positions like that. 46 knows what he needs to do. The 2... Looks like the 6 has come up here, and the 0 and the 6 have pulled away for second, battling there. The 2 stuck behind the 76. That's definitely going to bring the 6 and the 0 into the 2 car. But how do they get around the 76 of Ferdinand Gabot? Mike Toland on the far inside. 3 wide for Mike Toland, trying to take 5th, it looks like. Oh, the 12 almost gets into the 76. Here comes Mike Toland. I think Mike Toland's going for 5th. 3 laps to go here. Mike Toland's going to get put in the middle. Here comes Colin Lindsay. 3 wide. Mike Toland's in the middle. Not where Mike wants to be. He needs to try to get to that inside. Fall back behind the 3. There's the 39 back there. About 11 drivers separate them. Here's Hairgel as well up here. Battle for the lead. Here comes the 6. We have two races going on. How exciting is this? This 6 has caught the 2. And here comes James Richardson trying to get his first ever Gillette Cup Series win as well. The 6 is going to pass the 2. Can he clear him? The 46 is falling back. 46 almost gets to the inside. He wants to get to the inside. He's got to the inside. No one's inside of him. He's got about 11 cars still between him. White flag is out. The 6 is out front. Does the 2 have anything? Crossover move. Here comes the 2. Not enough through 1 and 2. He's going to have to make the move down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Is Mike Toland going to go from the Daytona 500 champion to the champion of Season 3? Lost it in a tiebreaker last year. James Richardson through 3 and 4. I think he's going to pick up his first ever win. Through 3 and 4. Zetnik Price Heartbreaker gets passed on the second to last lap. And the 6, James Richardson wins his first ever race, as I think Mike Toland might have won the championship. $16 drivers between him and Keith Batson, if I counted that right. What a great job by this 6 car. It is complete. Final race in the books. And exciting. It came down to the last minute. We did not know who was going to win the race or who was going to win the championship. In fact, we still don't know who has won the championship. As we're looking at the final results, it looks like Keith Batson ended up finishing 24th. He fell way out at the end. Yeah. Sorry about that. So it looks like Keith Batson fell all the way back to 24th. Not where he wanted to fall back to. Looking for the other big names. Carson Scott ran up to the front at the end there. He'll finish 26th. So his final race, he did all right. Dejon Weeks at the end there, just nowhere to go. He'll finish 30th. And Daniel Maxwell 35th. And we just got the news on who the championship winner is. Winning the championship by 8 points will be the Daytona 500 champion. Mike Toland has won his first ever championship after tying last season for the championship. He has now won the championship by 8 points over Keith Batson. Daniel Maxwell will fall to third, 14 points back. Ivan Alonso will finish fourth in the championship, 16 points back. And then Dejon Weeks fifth, 36 point back. Your top 5 in your championship. We'll see all the points up next. Don't worry. But congratulations to Mr. Mike Toland on winning his first ever championship. So Mike Toland has done it. He went from what was it? He tied for the championship last season. He was the 44 last season too, I believe. He tied for the championship, won the Daytona 500, and now he's won the championship. And so congratulations to him. We did not know who had won that championship till the last lap. Keith Batson strong all day. The 7 strong all day. Both of them ended up getting in the wall at the end there and lost a lot of spots. Mike Toland, fast car at the end, will finish 8th. So 8th place is enough to win the championship. And then this man, congratulations to James Richardson. Zedek Price, heartbreaker for him. He dominated this race. Thought he was going to get the win. He did not, but he will. I don't know. He's going to his own team next year. We'll see how he does there. Chris Dodd will finish the season in 3rd. Momentum going into the 500 next season. Same with Colin. Eric Hayden did a great job finishing 4th here. The rookie, highest finishing rookie of the race. John Arndt gets the top 10 to finish it off. Cody Smart will actually be the highest finishing non-chase driver in the points. He'll finish 13th in the points. He beat out Johnny Gardner by, it looks like, 7 points. So congratulations to him. And he, I believe, is splitting ways with the 12 car, and he's starting his own team next season, if I'm correct. And then, of course, the champion, Mike Toland. Top 9 was Ryan Hartnett, winner at Talladega. We'll see what he does. He was a rookie, so we'll see what he does next season. And John Andrews as well, looking for a ride for next season as his 48's closing. So 2 champions here tonight, 2 winners here tonight, Mr. Mike Toland and James Richardson. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be back though. We're going to go through points and statistics, but first, here are the burnouts from your 2 winners here tonight. So here we are. Now you can see the points. Mike Toland won it by 8, and Keith Batson finished second. And then Daniel Maxwell 14 more points back, and then Yvonne 16 points back, and Dejan 36 points back. That's your top 5. But look through the rest if you really want to look. Normally I'm not here with y'all, so I just thought y'all, this is the main thing, and it's big. You can see it. Let's go over to the stats. This right here is stats for every single driver. So if you want to pause it right now, you can just see yourself. Then we'll come down here. Points breakdown doesn't really matter. Here are the most fun ones. We'll go ahead and just show these. So the starts, of course, 22. Pretty much anyone that was chartered. Wins, JT Bryant, Cat Tellier, and Mike Toland all tied for the most wins, which was only 2. Kind of weird. Normally we see about 4, 5 in our season. So very competitive year this year. Top 5, Chester Harvey with 5, Yvonne Alonso with 5, Keith Batson with 5, and then Colin Lindsay, Daniel Maxwell each with 4. Dejan Weeks ended up having 9 top 10s, the most of anyone else, and then 8 for Alex Miller, Cody Smart, Daniel Maxwell, and Yvonne Alonso. Daniel Maxwell and Johnny Gardner, like I said, they were just fast, always on the pole. 4 poles each. James Richardson, or it's Josh Richardson, isn't it? James Richardson, or is it James? It's James. I'm so sorry. James Richardson had 2, and then 1 for a lot of drivers. Alex Miller, Colin Lindsay, just on here. The most laps were Alex Miller with 904 laps. Then Daniel Maxwell with 879. So Alex Miller did a great job in his rookie season. You see his name a whole bunch on this list. The most laps led Joseph Romanok, who led a whole bunch on his way to his win at he won Boston, did he not? Yeah, he won at Boston. So that is he led a lot of laps that race. And 53 each for Colin and Christian, the Johnny Gardner and Jack Porkins as well. All of them out front for a lot. The most miles was ran by Alex Miller, who did run the most laps. Pretty much the same as the most laps led or ran. Then the general facts. The fastest average speed was at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and it was Cat Tellier, 201 miles an hour. The slowest average was at Taylor Swift. It was Dion Scott. And this was the winner. So yeah, so the slowest speed at any racetrack was 83. The highest was Atlanta with 201. That's weird. It was Atlanta, not Talladega. The biggest margin of victory, it looks like it was Infineon. That's interesting. Only 1 second. So that shows you how competitive this season was, really. Then we have closest margin, 0.3 of a second. The fastest pole time was at Las Vegas. The slowest pole time was none. Those lead changes was at Atlanta, which was 29. The most leaders, though, was at Atlanta the second time we went there. Then the most trailers were at Charlotte, where we had 5. The most cars running was Atlanta. We had a lot of drivers with only 4. And the most DNFs was at Charlotte, where we had 20 cars have a DNF. So those are all the stats for the season. So Mike Toland joins a group with Mr. Daniel Maxwell. See, you see Mike Toland on the top of the season 2 and 3, but season 2 he just could not get it done. In season 1 it was actually Bobby Fraser. Philip Goldberg would have won it if we were doing the same points we did now. Actually, I don't know. This is still even different. So yeah. So there we have it. Thank you guys for watching, and hope we will see y'all later.